Test, 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 test. Hey, this is Robert Ferguson. I'm sharing because I care. And I want to share a music video with you, a song that I was inspired to share with someone else. And this is a song by a dear friend of mine. I met him not long ago, and I think he is just absolutely awesome. And this song is absolutely awesome. Now, before I dive into it, I just want to make sure everybody can hear me because I'm still working on some new software. We're playing around with some different things. So, again, I'm Robert Ferguson. And if you're new to me, go to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, hit like, comment, say hi. I was here, replay, something that helps us be able to reach more people, and hit the bell so that whenever I share information, you are notified and you can listen, watch at your convenience. Now, the majority of the time, we're talking about something around health with the primary focus on nutrition. However, there is this thing called a three-legged stool. Now, before I go into the three-legged stool, I need to know that you can hear me. So, can someone do me a huge favor who is catching this moment right now and just say, Robert, I'm catching you live, like hitting the play, like, hey, I see you. What's up? How you doing? What's going on? And if you got a nutrition question, a weight loss question, bring it, bring it, bring it. But anyway, before I share this, because I don't want anybody to miss this, because many people are going through it. Many people are dealing with mental health issues like big time. Many of us, to include myself, I mean, it ain't always perfect. And, I know when you're on social media and if you're catching me on Facebook or somewhere like that, so many people are posting pictures of what they want you to perceive their life to be like. But in reality, many of us all know this. It ain't always what it looks like. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Joni. I love you. Joni, I'm so happy that you're my client. I am so happy that we connected. You are a breath of fresh air. You know so much. You've been around and we go way back. So I'm forever thankful for people like yourself. I really, really, really am. And anyone who's known me for a while, caught me on TV or something like that back in the day, I'm just so thankful that I can be in your life. But this song that I'm going to share with you is, I mean, for me, I'm a believer. Now, you don't have to be a believer to get this, but I mean, it really, you can feel it when you are a believer. Like, and I'm not saying you can't feel it without being a believer, but it's one of those things where it's like, it does help sometimes to believe in something. You know what I mean? So as I share this with you, because I don't make no money, there's no benefit aside from the benevolent factor that it feels good to share. And I have a few friends right now that are going through something. And I believe a lot of us are going through something. And years ago, I met this gentleman, Cody, and Cody touched my heart. And this is one of the things I like about social media. And tell me if you agree with me. Is one, I love the fact that I can see a lot of my friends from back in the day. I really think that is cool. Um, because without social media, how would you know? Especially when you're not living in the town that you grew up in. So I'm thankful for that. Really, like that part is awesome. You find out, unfortunately, but I'm also thankful for this, that some people pass and you learn about it through social media. So, yes, there's a lot of negatives about social media, but there's also a lot of pros. And so I'm thankful for anyone who's catching this. I'm thankful for the platform, for social media, whether it's YouTube or LinkedIn or Facebook, Twitter, wherever you're catching this, I'm thankful. And I like to share. Now, today, I'm sharing something that is part of the three-legged stool. So in my field, right, with the Diet for Life methodology, the three legs that we talk about a lot, nutrition is one, okay, and everything that goes with that. Activity or fitness, exercise, that's another leg. And then mindset is the third leg. They're all equally important, and that's what makes that stool be in balance. And mental health is a big deal. And sometimes you're going through it and you feel alone and you feel like, man, like, I just want to give up. And we see it all the day with the stats. People throw in the towel all the time. But this song I'm sharing with you, I share with a very, very dear friend of mine because it felt right. And then I thought of my other two friends that are going through some things. And I know that they're believers, so I was moved to share with them. And then, check this out. I was moved to call my man, Cody. And I had no idea. He just opened up, he has a church in Houston. So I'm going to interview him because he's a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of information. He's a good human being. And I love to interview people like that. I mean, he's really chasing after it. And so this song, even though it's been around for a while, it may be new to you. I don't know. But voice your opinion on it. Okay, are we ready? Okay, let's get into this. Let's get into it. Okay, and when it's over, I'll come back and I'll share my final thoughts. But I'm gonna watch it with you. Okay, so watch it with me.
ABC. I bless you, Lord. Here I am once again to spend some time with you in this secret place. I seek your face. There's nothing more I'd rather do. Here I am, Lord.
Here I am.
Once again, to spend time with you, Lord.
To spend some time with you.
In this secret place.
In this secret place.
I seek your face.
I seek your face.
Oh, there's nothing more, Lord.
There's nothing more I'd rather do.
I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord, to saturate me, Lord. I need your spirit. Purify me, Lord, and make me whole. Oh, hide me close to thee in my tabernacle, to a place where I can see your face, your face. How many need the Lord to saturate you? Saturate your marriage and your finances. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Here I am, once again. I need to talk to you. You ever been there? Lord, help me see what you see in me, oh wretched man that I am. Hey! That I might not walk in defeat. Oh, saturate me, Lord. I need your spirit.
I need your spirit.
Purify me, Lord.
Purify me, Lord.
And make me whole.
Make me whole.
Oh, hide me close to thee. Oh, in my tabernacle.
To a place
the scales have been removed off of my eyes. I'm tired of being the man that I am. I want to be better. I want more. I want more. I don't want to stay where I am. Saturate me. None of those shine. Oh, purify me, Lord. Oh, and make me whole. Oh, hide me close. Oh, yeah. In my time, if I can just get to that place, I gotta get to that place. Your face, to a place where I can see. To a place. Your face. Come on, lift your hands all over the room and just say, saturate me. Saturate my finances. Saturate my marriage. Saturate every situation. Saturate my credit. Saturate my kids. Saturate my boss. Oh, saturate me. Saturate me. Come on, Faith World, say it. Saturate. Come on. Saturate me. All together now, yeah. Saturate me. Oh, saturate me, Lord. Saturate me. Oh, saturate me, Lord. Saturate me. I need, Lord. Saturate me. I'm tired of living in this dry and barren land. I'm thirsty, Lord. I need a fresh touch. To a place where I can see your face, your face. Hallelujah.
Woo! Okay, I'm just gonna give you my little synopsis of why I played that song. Okay, why I played that song. When he says saturate, and Cody, if you catch this, man, because we're Facebook friends, bring clarity to me what you mean. But this is what I believe you're saying. When you're going through something, when you're feeling down, because a lot of people can't lose weight because they feel like crap. A lot of people can't get going with their health because they feel like crap. I mean, a lot of people are going through it, and you learn to grit your teeth and just kind of push regardless. And when he says saturate, it's like all that I am and all that I'm thinking, I want to just saturate myself around nothing but the things that I know will help me experience peace even when I'm going through it. And we know it ain't easy. Like if you read the Bible, for instance, which I mean, I read the Bible. I love Jesus. I really do. He's the master teacher. And one of the things I learned from him is that when he went up on the Sermon of the Mount and he was going through it, because he knew what was about to happen, he prayed. And then when he thought he was good, he realized he wasn't good yet. So he went back and prayed again. And I'm not saying that he had peace with it. I mean, but it helped. So some of us are alone, right? Some of us are really going through it. So I just want to encourage you to like find something. If you're not a believer, find something that you can believe in that will give you that peace, that will help you. And there's two things I want to share with you as a go-to that's really helped me. Okay. And let's call it that peace, that place of center when you have clarity, when you're able to see it and be creative, right? Because when you're able to be creative, you can come up with ways to make things happen, right? But what happens is when you're not creative, you're struggling with control. You're trying to control something that oftentimes is out of your control. And I know in psychology, we know that over 85% of the reasons why people are frustrated or they're upset is they're wanting to control something that is out of their control. Can't argue. I mean, that has nothing to do with the Bible. That has everything to do with what we know in psychology, the science of psychology. We're wanting to control something that's out of our control. We want to control people. We want to control circumstances. Maybe you lost a job. And when you're trying to control, you're overwhelmed and you're not tapped into that place where you can be creative. Because when you can be creative, even when the shit hits the fan, and trust me, I know a lot about that the last few years. When things are going really south, when you can tap in, you can be creative. And then you can create a plan. You can rationalize better. And those people work forward and they progress. So whenever, and here's my take home for you, whenever I find myself frustrated, feeling down, I'm not connected. I'm not. And I know that. And the second part of this is what I learned from someone who's not a Christian. It's an athlete that I work with. I'm not going to mention her name because I haven't talked to her and said I could mention this, but pretty famous person. And I was at her house one day and we were having a great time. The room was filled with joy. And we were working together. I was her nutritionist and I was doing both her nutrition and conditioning. And her manager shows up, knocks on the door. She opens it up and she went from happy, filled with joy to like this. It's almost like you're watching color TV and it just goes to black and white. And the energy in the room was absolutely horrible. So there was something going on between those two that wasn't positive. And so once he sat down and I knew him, because he was the manager, I was working with her. We shook hands and she excused herself and she left the room. And she was gone for like 20 minutes. So we just talked about some of everything. And then she comes back in. It was like, what is going on? Totally different person, filled with joy. She was back to that person before he showed up. And I was like, what is going on? I mean, this is crazy. So eventually he left. And when she got settled, I said, hey, can I ask you a question? She goes, yeah, what's going on, Robert? I said, and I explained, like, you and I were having a good time. The conversation was great. Your manager shows up. I was like, wow, you totally changed. You were just upside down. And then 20 minutes later, you reappear in the room and you're back to like happy. What the hell? I mean, do you mind me asking, what the hell, what happened? And she says, I had to go in the room and pray. Now, she was a Buddhist. So chant, however they explain it, she had to get back in touch with her creator or whatever gave her that peace, that center. Now, as a Christian, even though she's a Buddhist, I was like, oh my goodness. I learned a huge lesson that day. Whether you're a Buddhist, whether you are Muslim, whatever it is that when you're going through something, whatever is that place you can go to that can bring you back, do it. You with me? And for years, I used to think, like, when I would meet Christians and, because I believe, or if I'm working with a Buddhist, or if I'm working with someone who's a Muslim, whatever, right? Their beliefs are. Sometimes I get to go there with a client. I go, hey, when you're feeling those temptations, when you're feeling defeated, when you're feeling frustrated, when you feel like giving up, where is your center? Where can you go? Where can you go to saturate yourself, as Cody sings about, so that you are in alignment? I've never been to a church or synagogue where they explain this. That was through my own personal observation, my personal experience. And so when Cody wrote this song, I got it. I got it. And I've shared, there's people who knew of the song, and there's other artists that have like sang his song. And when we have the conversation, I always share my experience like this, and they go, "Man, I didn't think about it like that, Robert." And I was like, it was so powerful what I saw. It was so powerful. So I'm sharing it with you. As my man Jack LaLanne told me in his house face to face, Robert, if you're excited about something, don't keep it a secret. So I don't keep things a secret because I'm excited about that. And it has helped me. Now, do I always go into it? Sometimes it takes me a while to calm down, right? Because I'm like, maybe I'm like something happened about, I don't know, close to a year ago. And I had rage in me like I hadn't seen in a long time. And I was ready to go take it out on somebody, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, I was ready to go put it on somebody. And trust me, I would have won. It wouldn't have been good for that person. But that's not cool. And I even shared this with my daughters. I go, the rage that I have in me, I apologize, you guys. I am not in connection. And I knew it. I was flesh. I was ready. And thank goodness I didn't run into this person because it wouldn't have been good. And what I saw with that client of mine, that celebrity, when I watched her do what she did, she was going through it and she did. I was like, wow, I admire that. And I felt that I've been able to do that at times, but then something happened that made me, I couldn't even pull back in. But eventually I pulled back in. Eventually. And now I've prayed about it because I don't want that to happen again. And that's called wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's called wisdom. So anyway, sorry I don't have a tip about how to eat this or eat that, or I'm just sharing from my heart. I was compelled. I got a lot going on today. I was like, and then I called Cody. I got to catch up with him. I am so excited about things that we are working on. I am thankful to all the people that I have come in contact with that were let down in the last year or 2 years. And there's a good amount of you. And because you woke me up to realize I need to stay here. I need to saturate myself. And I need to like put myself in a position where I can do the work that I'm good at. And so blessings are coming to me daily because I am 100% in that place, which means I can help more people. That's what it's all about for me. That's it. So I got to stay here and keep all those people that mess up that connection. Keep them. I got to keep a distance from them because they're not good for me. And I bet you're thinking the exact same for you. You know who they are. Keep those people away. Stay with those people who can support you. Now, some of these people you're going to be around, even the ones that aren't. Yeah, I get it. But navigate it and be wise about it. And then let's rock. Woo! Anyway, in the words of Lacey Green, woot woot. Okay, let me see if there's any questions. Well, a couple people like the song, so thank you. I'm glad you guys caught it. Anyway, bless you. And may your day be good, because I know a lot of us are going through it. And if you know of anyone who's going through it, and maybe your life is just rocking, hey, reach out to them. Call them and just say hi. Take somebody out to lunch. Encourage someone to do something that you know would help them be lifted. Let's not keep it when we got it going on and everything is going great for us. Let's not just keep it to ourselves. Let's share with other people. You know what I mean? Anyway, if that makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't, and you heard all the way up until right now, hey, I thank you for being here this whole time. I respect you. And I promise I won't always be coming up with new songs and sharing my own personal stuff. But sometimes when something is important to you or you're excited about it, you don't keep it a secret. And I'm not keeping it a secret. So I just wanted to share my man Cody's song and what it means to me. And hopefully there's some nuggets for you. You like the pun on that? The nuggets that that will be beneficial for you, not just now, but for the rest of your life when you find yourself in those moments of despair and challenge. Okay. Anyway, I'm out. Peace. Until the next one, I gotta go.